Hey, it's Ron with another bass lesson. This is Sweet Child of Mine by Guns N' Roses. Really cool song. It's in the key of D, and it starts out with a really cool bass riff. The guitars do their thing, and then they build up, and the bass comes in. So you got a ghost note slide on the A string to the 12th fret, and then you're going to hit the note, the octave of the D on the D string, and then the 11th fret F sharp on the bottom string. So one more time slow. Okay, and then there's this, I like to think of this in terms of individual phrases. So that's like phrase one, and then the second phrase is, which is 11, 12, 14 and 16, which is 14, 16, 14, and then back to 11 and 12, which on that one you use the D also. Okay, so the whole phrase is one more time, 11, 12, 14, 16, 11, 12. And then the next phrase is it's just a fifth chord there of a C, which is just your 10th and 12th frets on the bottom two strings. Okay, so far the whole phrase sounds like, and then it goes, stays on the 10th. And on the bottom string it uses the 10th and the 9th. So you're hitting the the C note and then pulling off on the bottom 10th, 9th. You know, hitting that D string as well. So that part of the phrase is, it gets easier actually after this, and then it's just a slide, another ghost note sliding in on the 10th and hitting the 10th fret G note on the A string, and then same thing, sliding in on the A string, and you're hitting the D to the G. So yeah, I'm sorry, you don't slide on the A on that one. Sorry, you're sliding on the D string. And then the very similar phrase to what you did back here on the 10th. Okay, so it's just D string, D note, and then pulling off on the 12th and 11th. And then you're building up on that D note with the guitars, because again the song's in D. So then when it goes into the intro, it's on D. Alright, so that whole thing is built around it, most around the D major chord, which is the triad. On the 5th fret, 4th, and 7th frets of the A and the D string. Okay, so alright, and that's just 4, 7, 4, 5. And then down to 3 at the C. And then some passing tones to get to the G, which starts on the F note on the 3rd fret of the D string, and then down to the E, to C to open A, and then G. So far the whole phrase is. Pumps on the G and then. And works its way back to the D. So there are different phrases in the song, but my favorite is the one that I like to play the most, which is just a chromatic from E up to the G, and then a chromatic from B up to the D. Then the turnaround phrases. Again, it's in the D major triad, but it adds the fourth this time, which is the G. So 4, 7, 4, 5 on the A, and then 5, 4. Alright, and then you're back to the top. So when the singing is in, he doesn't play as fancy, he just mostly stays on the root notes with maybe a couple passing tones. D, C on the 3, G, he spends a lot of time playing the D octave up on the 5th and 7th frets. I mean, you can hear it. It's really, really clear on the record if you listen. So whatever to your taste. And I just did some passing tone to get to the G, open, E, F, F sharp. So that's your basic verse, D, C, and G, and it's also used for, I think, yeah, some of the soloing, because he goes back and does the intro for like between the verses. You know, the same thing you did at the intro, basically. You know, that stuff. And then the chorus part is A, C, D. And play it any way you want, but the easiest place is just open A, C on 3, and D. And again, using those octaves. And so then the second solo of the song changes the chord pattern, and it mostly uses octaves on the chord. That's E minor, C, B, A, and it's played mostly like this. So, sorry. And it just leads back into the top with G, F sharp, back to the open E for the E minor. To lead into the after the E minor chord, I like to lead into the C with A to B to C, and then at the end of that section, it ends on the A chord, and he catches the octave of the A to hit the end of that phrase, and then it goes into the final outro, which is simpler. It's just E to G to A, and it's pretty much all root notes. And there's a turnaround phrase, C to D to G. And a nice little bend on the G helps. So just C, D, G. And after that slow part, when they slow it down to halftime, when they come back in, there's 2 more verses of singing, and then the last turnaround is a little bluesy pentatonic thing. And it's just E on the 7th to D on the 5th. To B on the 7th, B flat, A, G. Just so starting on the A string, and working your way down to the E string to the open E. And that's it. When it does that, the next time the song's over, it's holds on the A, and then final little dragged out C, D, E. Really cool, man. I love this song, and I was lucky enough to play it with a singer that could really do it, man. It was awesome. So have fun, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and share. Take care.